Hey Trevor, good afternoon.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, what's been the reaction of the guys after have you reviewed the film of the game? And I know it was a big win for you, but can you kind of address, what you guys discussed learning from that one going forward?
Coach came in the locker room. He was very happy. He was already happy that started off 1-0. But then he stressed that we had two back-to-back games coming up. Tomorrow we play Army, and then the next day we play Campbell. So we gotta, keep moving forward. I mean, it's a huge win on ESPN. It's big time. That's what you want. Then again, play at home. He stressed the fact that they lost 5 times at home last year. That's big. Home court advantage is big. So we just gotta keep moving forward and get these 2 wins coming up.
Brendan Marks.
Hey, Trev. Yeah, I don't think we got a chance to ask you the other night. Were you one of the guys who had cramped as well? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Had you ever experienced anything like that before? And given the fact that so many guys did cramp, just how is everybody feeling these last couple of days?
No, I never really cramped, but then again, I never played in a game like that. High school basketball and college basketball, two different things. So I think we can get down in control easily. Hydration, just drink more fluids, and it will be good. I think that's something easy to fix.
All right, next we'll go to Brian Horace.
Hey, Trevor. One of the major advantages you guys seem to have against Kentucky was your physicality. Has that been a point of emphasis in this early part of the season, utilizing the physical makeup of this team?
Yeah. We got a lot of strong people on the team. Our wingspan average is crazy. So I think that's big. When we can defend at all 5 positions. I think that's what sets us apart from everybody else. All 5 guys on the court can defend. That's something we preach all the time. When you go against each other in practice, we make each other better. So, when we play somebody else, it gets easier. So that's what we always we emphasize in practice, defend, and let the offense flow.
Thank you.
David Thompson.
Yeah, just to kind of, piggyback on that question, and specifically with Theo John, I mean, what does he bring, when he comes off the bench? And I know a lot has been made about how much he can bench press. I mean, how strong is he really, and what kind of presence does he bring?
Theo is super strong. I think he bench pressed like 26. I'm glad we got him. When you got to go against Mark to start off the game, 7'1", 7'7" wingspan, and then you got somebody coming in that's 6'10", 6'11", and bulky. It's two different types of bigs. I think that's what helped us a lot. We can switch it out, different play styles, different physicalities. I'm grateful we got both of them. Theo gives us a spark every time he comes in the game, gives us a physicality spark, and I love it.
Next we go to Connor O'Neill.
Trevor, if somebody had told you before that game that you guys were going to be 1 for 13 on threes, what would your reaction be to that?
I wouldn't believe it at all. But I mean, that's going to happen some games. Some games you're not going to be able to make threes. We figure stuff out. We drove the ball. We got in the paint. We got layups. So we're not really worried about the threes. We know we can shoot the basketball. We're going to keep working.
Yeah, just to follow up on that, I mean, how quickly did you guys realize that nobody was having really that great of a shooting night and that your work would be done inside?
To be honest, in the game, I didn't even realize we was 1 for 13 from 3. We didn't worry about it. We didn't put our head down when we missed threes. We just kept going. We was on the offensive glass. And then, we was driving the ball. We was getting layups. So it really canceled it out. So I ain't really, in the game, in the moment, I didn't really pay attention until I looked at the stat sheet.
Next we'll go to Jonathan Levitin.
Hey, Trevor. You obviously took on a lot of offensive responsibility in your first game. What's it like for you to have that sort of responsibility so early on in your college career, especially late in the game? And how does that feel? Are you comfortable with it? Are you surprised with it? Anything?
Yeah, it feels good. But it started with my teammates. They trusted me that I can make plays, and I trust them. So it made it easy when I'm getting in the lane. People helping, I can kick out or I can finish. just my team. Wendell was a big part of that when he went out. Paulo, when he went out, they turned to me and it's like, come on, let's pick me up. That's what I did. I think it's that feeling from you, what you get from your teammates, that motivation. That's what really helped me to shine in that moment. I just kept going.
All right, we'll go back to Brian Horace.
So yeah, being a DMV guy here, I've known about you and Jeremy, for a very long time. What's it been like having, him with you during this Duke process? And was that always by design that you guys talked about playing together?
Yeah, pretty much. He recruited me. He was one of the first ones that knew I was going to come to Duke. I wanted to play with him again. It was crazy the things we did at PBI. We went at each other every day in practice, made each other better. We work out with each other when we home. I'm grateful to have him. And then we just got a special bond. We went to war, we went through everything together. So he definitely was one of the first ones that knew I was coming here. He told me things that I needed to hear. It was no doubt.
Thank you.
Steve Wiseman.
Trevor, you guys against Kentucky did a really good job of transition defense. They didn't get many easy baskets. Can you just address, what you guys planned going into the game and how you guys executed it so well?
Yeah, we knew Kentucky really liked the run. They like getting the ball out ahead, and we emphasized that with the game plan. Let's get back on defense. All five can't crash the glass because they do get on transition. I think we did a pretty good job of keeping them a half-court team. That's what we emphasized the whole time. Make them a half-court team. And let's play defense half-court. I think we did a great job doing that.
Hey, Theo, I'm just curious how much pride you take in coming off the bench and being the enforcer and kind of being like the toughest guy on the court.
Yeah, I take a lot of pride in that. It's kind of who I am, what I've been known for, and what I like to do. I feel like it helps our team and puts us in the best position to win. So I'm gonna do that to my best of my ability. And at the end of the day, that's what they brought me here to do. So.
Has that been something that's always been like since high school, your whole career? Is that something that sort of just you established during your college time?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's always been a part of my game, and throughout my college career, I just learned to master it and just try to be the best player that I can be in that role. So.
All right, next we'll go to Brendan Marks.
Hey, Theo, it seemed like, Mark may have had a little trouble early on with Oscar the other night, and then you were able to come in and sort of solidify things just in general in terms of when you're in there with Paolo versus when Mark is in there. How important is it that you guys are able to give, other teams different looks like that with two different styles of bigs?
Yeah, I mean, we a team, so one guy's not playing well, next man up. And Mark, he a great player. I feel like the combination of those two is just it's gonna be really hard for teams to stop. And it's just gonna be consistent pressure in that position. And we're pushing each other in practice too to make each other better and just prepare each other for what's gonna come in the rest of the season.
Steve Wiseman.
Hey, Theo, I asked Trevor this. I want to ask you about transition defense and how well Duke played the other night. I know as a big guy, you can't always get back down on court as fast as the other guys can, so it's up to them too. But what was your take on how well you guys kept Kentucky from getting easy points and how you guys are going to use that this season?
Yeah, I mean, transition defense is you gotta have that in the college game. A lot of it starts with communication, just the will to stop the team. And I feel like we're really prideful on the defensive end, and defense travels, so it's something that we're gonna try to keep with us, and just build upon in the remainder of the season.
All right, next we'll go to Jonathan Lebanon.
Hey, Theo. You obviously went against a really good big man this weekend or on Tuesday, and Oscar Tshiebwe from Kentucky. Can you talk a little bit about what you individually and you as a trio with Mark and Paolo might have learned from going up against such a good big guy early on, and how you can take that into the future?
Yeah, I mean, we got off to a slow start on him. He got us too much confidence from the get-go, and that rallied off into the rest of the game. And he is a good player. He plays very hard, and we got to nip that in the bud next time. Though we got to see that at a time and be prepared for that.
Brian Horace.
Hey, Theo, piggybacking off that last question, obviously in practice, you've had to go against Paolo, you've had to go against Mark. Do you think that going against those two have, being completely different types of bigs has expanded your game some?
Oh yeah, I mean, like I said, practices it's like war. I mean, we going against each other. We're all competitive guys. We all got that alpha dog in us, and that comes out and pushes each other, and it's done nothing but make us better.